Hey, how y'all doing? I gotta go out here and turn the sprinkler off. Had it on and, as usual, forgot it. I'm one of those people who has to look down when I walk. If I don't look down when I walk, I'll trip over something and fall. Because I'm clumsy. Alright. This morning I got up while it was still cool and took a lot of the tomatoes out of the garden. We have now got late blight, which is normal in Arkansas this time of year. But I removed all from the kitchen garden except 3 that still had quite a bit of tomatoes on them. Might come back and get another one. That Chef's Choice Black is looking pretty rough. And I'm getting it ready for to start planting fall vegetables. I'll be doing that in the next couple of weeks. It's just so hot right now. Last year I planted my cabbages and broccoli when I planted them out mid-September and thought I was probably too late. They tried to bolt. All of my cabbages wound up with really long stems and didn't make a great head. So this year I'm going to wait a little longer. I'm pretty sure. I may plant my kohlrabies. They don't need they don't need it as cold as cabbage or greens or anything, so I'll probably wait on them. I just, what's the point if you plant them and they all bolt? But I got I got scarlet runner beans taken over, and I'll remove them right before I plant. I got cucumbers with powdery mildew that need to come out, but I'm waiting because I planted some new ones and I want them to start blooming because of the bumblebees. But I'll take you around. I'll show you what's going on. Okay. Everything's sopping wet because I just got done watering, which I had forgotten. Still having something eaten on these hibiscuses just terribly. But this happens every year, and I'm pretty much to the point. I don't like to use pesticides, so I'm pretty much to the point of this is a plant that may just not be able to grow here. We'll find plants that the pests aren't so happy with. So I'll leave it until it doesn't make it no more and be done with it. The chocolate mint has taken over. This anise hyssop right here with this right here that the bumblebees have loved all year and the butterflies, I've already decided. I bought a couple of packs of it and I'm gonna plant a lot of these next year. I think I'm gonna plant them like down the side of the little walkway there, and maybe a few around the pond. Just different places I'd like to plant them. This is holy basil, which is supposed to be extremely fragrant, good smelling. And don't get me wrong, it is good smelling. It really is. But I'm, not impressed with it. I thought it was going to be amazing. It's not. Toothache plant, creeping Jenny. Yeah, it's not what I thought it would be. We got our Misfits order yesterday, and it was full of, I got 2 boxes. One was what we ordered, and the other was someone else's order, and it looked like it had been several days late, full of packs of arugula, which is what is all over the ground there. I guess somebody didn't get their order probably Saturday from the looks of everything. There was very little salvageable. But I'm throwing everything down right here. You'll see spent cucumbers and leek stems, different things. This dirt really needs improvement, so we'll just throw some scraps that don't smell out, and the chickens will eat what they want, and the worms can come up and till the dirt and eat what they want. That's how you get good dirt. The yellow twig dogwood, I caught grasshoppers on it, so I'm thinking that might be what's munching on it now. This hibiscus has died. It was defoliated and then it just turned black and died. Toothache plants, calla lilies. This is a weed. I need to weed this whole bed. These elephant ears came back. I thought we had lost them all. That's lemon balm all down in there. That's lemon balm. I think I got a bee on my head. All right. From over here, see how tall them Jerusalem artichokes are? I mean, they have really grown. I'm anxious to see how many artichokes are growing in that tub. The dirt has really compressed in there. Let me get a little closer and I'll show you. The dirt is now like halfway down. See, this is my cucumbers, how sickly. They need to come out, but they're still blooming. And the cucumbers come to them. And I'm going to leave them for now because of that. But they are sick. This tomato here is on the outside, and I've left it because it has it, but you can see it has late blight. See all the dead branches? That's what that is, that's late blight. This is the catmint. We moved it over here into this tire. The sunflower. The sunflower is doing okay. It had fell over this morning. I come out and the sunflower had fell over, and I'm a little concerned that I see a bit of the inside green on the stem, and I'm concerned that it might have cracked there because a couple of the limbs had broke off. So we'll just have to wait and see if it killed it or not. It's not looking limp. The leaves are not looking limp, so it may be fine. I took the ground cherry out. It was done. It was pretty bad shape, so I pulled it out. I got some more knotweed right here to pull up, but I'm not doing it. It's too hot right now. This cucumber is another one that needs to be taken out, but again, it's got blooms on it, so we're going to leave it. I took out the delicata squash that was right here. There's a tomatillo and a Barbie tomato, I believe. I've left them for now. The Chinese 5-colored pepper is very colorful right now. I come out when I make salsa, things like that. I come out and I'll get some peppers off of it, but otherwise I just leave it. It's very colorful. It's pretty to look at, but these are super hot. And I've used all I'm going to use probably for the year. But notice we got yellow, we got red, purple, orange. Very pretty colors, like Christmas bulbs. This is our banana pepper, and I've harvested several of them. I used both peppers when I made homemade rotel the other day. I made rotel tomatoes and canned them, and I used both peppers. This is the scarlet rudder bean. The bees and the hummingbirds like it really well, so I'm leaving it for now. Here's I don't know if you can see it, a big spider web. It's that time of year where they're happy to be in your garden and catch bugs. I don't know if that'll be on. Don't know if you can see it. It's a big one. This is the Peruvian black mint. I haven't used it yet or harvested any. I have a tendency to start seeds in plants that I don't use just because I want to start them. I like starting plants. The toothache plants that I planted under there have spread out nicely. Some more holy basil. This is our sage. I had really cut it back hard. That's an apple mint. And our agastache is huge. Really, really big. Holy basil. I don't remember the name of this. I got it on clearance at a big box store for $1.50. Our hollyhocks are doing really good. They'll come back next year, hopefully, and bloom and be really pretty and take that whole corner. There's a lot of wildflowers in there. This is our tobacco. We had the one plant that made it out of 4 packs that I planted. And I stuck it in here and I thought, well, we'll see. And I forgot about it. But the other day when I was out here, I noticed these blooms. And I thought, what in the world is that? And I plant snapped it. Because like I said, I forgot. It's a big plant. And it's tobacco, Nicotina. Horehound. This is the Chef's Choice Black. And you can see all the blight on it. And we got tomato worms. I see a hole in that one right there. These are tomato fruit worms. They're army worms, dark brown, and they are bad this year. But yeah, that's what they do right there. We most likely, it looks like there's several that have that damage. Most likely tomorrow morning, if there's no tomatoes, I'll be pulling this one out. It takes up a lot of space and doesn't have any undamaged fruit on it. Doesn't look like. Asparagus bed. I did cut it back so I could get in there and weed it because it had grass seed thrown into it. I'll probably cut it back again right before fall because it grows really, if you cut it back, it grows really quickly and then you can harvest some. So I'm going to let it leaf out again, and then late September, I'm going to cut it back again. I see a little bit of poison ivy back there that needs to come out. Sickly cucumbers. Yeah, this tomato I left, I think it's Abraham Lincoln, but I've left it and it's sick too, so it won't be long. There's 2 of them there actually. It won't be long though, and I'll be pulling them out. And I'll get ready to plant all of this. We're working on a new garden area too. This little spot here, I replanted the cucumbers and one squash. I'm not sure what's going on with that one squash leaf being so limp. I don't know. You may have borer bugs already getting at it, but I wanted to try another flush of squash. Once these cucumbers right here, they're just starting to put their climbing curls on. Once they get to climbing and blooming, I will take out, see, those are sick too. Those cucumber vines are sick. I'll take all of those out. But I want to leave something for now for the bumblebees. There's a bumblebee. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bumblebee working on a scarlet runner bean flower. Look at that comfrey. That's a big one. Doing really good. Of course, you'll notice I got the gate shut. Otherwise, the chickens would go in there and eat it. Agastache, rose mint, very pretty. Smells really good. If you're not growing agastache, try it. The pollinators love it. And just walking by it and rubbing it with your fingers and smelling it, it's wonderful. But yeah, this cucumbers, it's done. There's still a few coming out on it, but for, it's going to be pulled out. This squash, same, has powdery mildew all over it, but it's still blooming, which the bumblebees like, so I'll leave it until that one blooms, or if that one gets too sick, I'll pull them both out and squash will be over for the year. Up here is where we planted all those extra tomatoes, and you can see it's pretty pitiful. I've just been throwing vegetable scraps and packing material. That's how you do it. To improve your soil, throw out your browns, which is these cardboard and this cotton packing material. Throw it out on the ground. I'll do that all winter. Throw your veggie scraps. Don't throw meat and dairy. Throw your veggie scraps out here all fall and winter, and just keep throwing it out here, and the worms will come. They'll eat that stuff. They'll till up your soil. They'll poop and compost your soil. It's the best thing you can do for your garden spot. This Jersey Giant, looks like we got a tomato worm somewhere on it too, is still making. And it's actually looking really pretty healthy considering all the others have gotten the blight. Let's pick this one. Oh, it's got damage too, see? They've already eat the inside of it out. It's hollow. This one right here, looks like they've eat on it as well. Tomato season may be over because it's so hot they're not blooming, but the plant looks healthy, so I'm leaving it for now. I'm leaving that one. There's a couple of other ones. This one here is actually blooming, so it's being left. I've pulled a bunch up. Yeah, see? This looks more like chicken damage than worm damage. Now, I do not like having my garden unfenced, but this was a spur of the moment thing for us to throw these tomatoes out here, and that's why it's not got a fence around it. I hear the guineas. But that's why it doesn't have a fence around it, because your chickens can get in here and eat your tomatoes. I've left this vine because it does have a couple of tomatoes on it, but the vine is in pretty bad shape, so I'll probably wind up pulling it out. Yeah, tomatoes and squash. It's time for the fall garden. Let's go see if we can find them guineas. They have been here all day. They flew across the highway. I can hear them, and I looked up and, oh, watch out now. I don't think we'll be able to see them. They're in the wooded area over there. They had been here all day, and when they're here, I can't let my Tucker dog out because Tucker dog will fly. He chases them, and he'll chase them right across that highway, and that is a busy highway. The other day he almost got hit coming back across, so hopefully they'll stay over there. I don't know if you can hear them. I watched them though. They just flew about 8 foot off the ground back across the road. Anyway, I just want to do a quick little update. We've had a lot of COVID sickness, not in our house, but with our other son and his wife and our granddaughter, and with that going on, it's really I just wasn't into the filming right now. I was too worried, but they seem to all be doing better. My granddaughter just ran a fever, luckily, My son said he felt like he had allergy problems, but other than that, he's fine. My daughter-in-law got pretty sick. She had COVID pneumonia, but she went back to work yesterday, so she's on the mend too. But I just wanted to do a quick late summer video to show you what's happening around here. Once we get the fall stuff going, we'll be back.